When Adam Brown opens the door to his Clayton house,
brings back memories.
Those memories,
we heard the winds, and it was really loud,
are so fresh because he hardly ever steps foot inside. Yes, no furniture here. His family renting elsewhere because their property is still a mess.
It's horrible that we can't get back in our house.
Brown says the May 27th, 2019 twister ripped off a wall.
This is the wall that they said that we can just screw back on.
He says it shifted the whole roof and cracked the foundation.
This whole place was covered in water.
Now, Brown says initially his goal had been to be back on his street in his house by Christmas last year, but they're not.
It's been pretty rough. It's just one thing after another. They just drag it out as long as they can.
When he says they, he's talking about the insurance company. Brown told me contractors assessed the storm damage at around $150,000. But he says after a lengthy battle with insurance, the company paid just $55,000 for repairs, plus some back pay for temporary housing.
Basically, they just want to screw the wall back on and it's good to go, yeah.
News Center 7 learned Brown is far from the only 2019 tornado victim still facing major challenges. Do you hear from families that are still struggling right now?
Absolutely.
Laura Mercer leads the Miami Valley group that helps connect tornado victims with resources. She says of the 2,089 cases they handled, 262 are still open. 111 of those are homeowners needing assistance with repairs.
The frustration comes from both, insurance issues and contractor issues, and then just couple that with COVID and the slowdown of people's ability to actually do this kind of work. It's made it very challenging for people to get their homes fixed.
I also spoke with the Better Business Bureau's John North. His advice for people sorting out discrepancies between contractor and insurance company.
It would be a good idea to get those two individuals together, and your contractor may help identify some of the things that maybe he thinks needs to be done that the adjuster himself cannot see.
See the cracks in the wall there?
Back at Brown's home, he says the whole situation has snowballed a year and a half later.
We've had to go into our construction money to pay for our rent. Well, we pay for mortgage on this house, too.
He says the family is considering legal action, but if that doesn't work, they could be looking at bankruptcy.
Brings my wife to tears. Me too. It's hard to think about.